What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another pregame live stream. It's going to be a little bit different. We're going to talk pregame and last postgame because I wasn't here, obviously taking care of my girl, and I ended up getting a little sick symptoms myself, but I feel a little bit better now. We both feel much better, drinking soups and teas and stuff. So, doing all the good things we need to do. But Lakers versus Rockets today, 7:30 Pacific time, second game of this little mini series we're doing this season. And it's interesting because the last game the Lakers did a lot of good things, and they also did some bad ones. But I want to break it all down, and also what we have to do tonight to win, just like we did the previous night, and how we can keep building. What's up, Christian? What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. So Lakers Rockets, 7:30 Pacific time at Staples Center. This is one of these super rebuilding young teams that are wet between the ears. So if you just do the right things, you can take care of them. However, just like proven in the fourth quarter of the last game versus them, they were able to make a little mini comeback because you install confidence in them when you don't do the right things like play defense and communicate. You stop playing, and this is a problem we've had with the Lakers. However, this was probably a more complete game. I feel like they put together like 3.5 quarters in the last game. Where if they can continue to build on that, we'd be straight, man. The Lakers did win the last game 95-85. So that's, the lowest we've held an opponent. And even though you might say, well, Dan, it's the Rockets, they suck. Yes, but it's the NBA. You saw what happened with the Thunder. So nonetheless, it was impressive. Here's my favorite thing about the last game when we played the Rockets on Sunday when I wasn't here. My favorite thing is the turnovers. We only had 12 turnovers compared to the Houston Rockets 25. And Russell Westbrook only had 2 of those. So that was huge. I was like, okay, if the Lakers can keep building on this, if the Lakers can get better from this, I'm looking forward to it because when the Lakers take care of the basketball, we have so much firepower that and by the way, I will talk about Carmelo and the new lineup and all that good stuff. So we got a lot to break down. So last game, I wasn't here, and they put in the new lineup with AD at the 5 that I was waiting for, but I was watching the game in parts. Ended up rewatching the whole thing. And one thing I realized, guys, we get off to a way quicker start without DeAndre in the starting lineup. I had said it, the previous game. I think the Lakers figured something out. We won sloppy, but we figured out that having Avery Bradley out there with any combination of Bazemore or Reeves is a great way to start off games. And sure enough, thank you guys. Thank you. I appreciate all the kind words as well, by the way. Me and my girl doing a lot better. So thank you guys. But, I got to say, the Lakers discovered something. That's going small is better, but not small in the sense that we don't have a big because we still have AD, who's a hybrid center. But I mean, like starting to smaller players like, Kent Bazemore or Avery Bradley. Or my preference, I would love Austin Reeves to start over Kent. However, Kent holds his own, so I'm cool with that. And then they got off to a quicker start, and, they didn't take their foot off the gas up until like the fourth quarter, which was a little sloppy, and they got to keep, working on that, unfortunately. But Carmelo Anthony is the main topic of conversation today, man. The Lakers were great on Sunday, and Carmelo Anthony was spearheading that bench again. He continues. What did he drop? Another 23, 24 points off the bench, and efficiently as well. I'm really impressed with Melo. If Melo takes his show, I call him home court Melo. I think it's a trend that's going to catch on Twitter. I started calling him home court Melo. Because I feel like he plays amazing at home court. Now, it's early in the season, but if he takes this show on the road and starts balling out like this on the road, then we can say that the Lakers officially have a big 4. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm not crazy. If Carmelo can sustain some of this scoring efficiency, check this out. He's averaging 16.7 points per game. That's the most he's averaged since the 2016-2017 season. That's when he was with the New York Knicks. Okay. He's shooting 50% from the field, man. That's his highest percentage ever in his career. How crazy is that at age 36, Carmelo continues to improve? And I think he found a home here in LA because, man, we've embraced him. He's a fan favorite right now. His 3-point percentage as well, 52% from beyond the arc. That's unheard of. And again, it's kind of lower, but as long as he keeps it to around 40 for the season, I'm happy, man. That is wow. Like, Carmelo has turned himself into a 4th option for us on this team. So now we have a big 4, especially when he plays like this at home. But if he could take this show on, on the road, then even better. Jose, he said, Dan, did you hear about Ernie Johnson's son? Yes, I did, man. R.I.P. to Ernie Johnson's son. That's tough. You know, yeah, I mean, words can't express, my condolences for him and his family, but that's tough, man. Life comes at you fast sometimes, so enjoy every minute. But yeah, Carmelo Anthony has been phenomenal, and the chemistry him and LeBron have on the court together, great. But like I said, Russell Westbrook has been really awesome as well. He only had 2 turnovers last game. Let's go look at his stats and see what he needs to continue to do tonight versus these Houston Rockets. He had 20 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, almost a triple double. And he only had 2 turnovers, so that's exactly the type of effort we needed from him. That is exactly it, guys. And Anthony Davis, he's been struggling from the field a little bit, but that's okay. This is the luxury we have by having somebody like Carmelo to take a lot of pressure off of our stars, where they can take offensive nights off and focus on defense. AD was great on defense in spurts, right? But yeah, AD only had 16 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists. And then LeBron only had 15, 8, and 7. But look, a steady diet of consistent spreading the floor with different options. 20 from Russ, 23 from Melo, 16 and 15 from LeBron. Like, it adds up, guys. That's what I'm saying. Everybody needs to put their ego to the side and just ball out. Ball out. Is the game on TNT? I believe so. Somebody confirm that for me, please. But I believe the game is on TNT. So if that's the case, I will be doing a halftime report, because I know how TNT be shitting on our Lakers all the time. I got you guys if they are playing on TNT, because I know you guys don't like to hear all this biased commentary. Oh, it's not on TNT. Okay. I appreciate that. He said, Bron, DJ should only be a reserve in the case AD or Dwight get injured. DeAndre Jordan shouldn't be in the rotation, in my opinion. We are so much better when he's not in there, man, to be honest with you, defensively. Like, I'd rather go small and have AD at the 5. And hopefully we acquire another big who can space the floor, because, yeah, DeAndre Jordan, I try to give him a chance in the beginning, and I'm not happy with what I'm seeing. Now, if he redeems himself and changes my mind, then we'll go from there. But for now, yeah, defensively, man, our rotations are very sluggish when he's out there. And as you can see, there was a huge difference by not having him in the starting lineup, getting out to a quicker start, and setting the tone in both to start the game and in the second half. We ended up holding them to 85. And yes, they're 1-5, but they have plenty of firepower. I mean, don't get shocked if Christian Wood has a big game, or Kevin Porter Jr., who's a wild card right now, or Jalen Green, their rookie. Lakers did an excellent job defensively game 1. But back to tonight, we have to do the exact same thing. We have to make sure we clamp up, and we can't get distracted by the fact that they're 1-5. They're still an NBA team, and just like the Thunder, they can sneak up on you. He said, Dan, you seen LeBron's twin? I did see the picture of the guy. I didn't see him on live TV, but I saw the picture of him. It looked like him from the angle, but then when you see the actual artist, they look very different, when you see the actual guy. Appreciate it, Chapito. What's up, bro? How y'all doing, though, man? I missed y'all. It hurt that I couldn't cover the game, especially due to the fact that, Anthony Davis made his first start at center, and I really wanted to break that down, because I think that was a really positive thing. And like I said, sometimes they're going to go back to adding either Dwight or DJ at center, and I'm okay with that. But games like these, where obviously the Rockets go small as well, we can afford to have AD at the 5. He can clamp up Christian Wood. So what's up, Vitali? Appreciate you, man. You're the best, bro. He said it's on ESPN, and if anyone has DirecTV, it's on channel 691. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, he was a former NBA player. Now he's like a stylist or something like that. An artist or something. He said, yo, DTLF, with AD at the 5, we had so much spacing and corner threes, DJ might have to ride the pine. Absolutely. The problem, that's what we were talking about a couple games before. We said, look, listen, we need to have AD at the 5, as long as we don't have another stretch big there, because it opens spaces everything up. We got off to the quick start we were so desperately hoping for. Unfortunately, again, the Lakers don't have the killer mindset, and we haven't been able to close the book on teams early so that our starters can rest. That's the next step. Once we get up by 20 plus, we need to let our bench continue to hold that lead and sustain it, hopefully, and execute. That way our starters can get some rest time. He said, I missed you more, homeboy. All love. Definitely, bro. I'm currently crying right now, getting on the loss of Kobe. I miss him a lot. It's tough, bro. It's tough, man. But you got to keep your head up and go forward, man. We got to keep going forward. That's what he will want. Dan, are you okay with Avery Bradley getting the 15th roster spot? Now I am. Now, when I'll admit, when we first acquired him, I was like, why him? So many guards. But obviously, his defense is very welcome, and it makes perfect sense under Frank Vogel's defensive system, right? So I'm happy that we got him. He has turned out to be a bigger acquisition than I initially anticipated. So I'm happy he's here, definitely. What's up, Pedro? Hey, my boy Pedro in the house. He said it's been a minute. I know, huh? I just missed one game, bro. I just barely missed one game this season due to the fact that my girl was sick and I was tending to her. You know, she's drinking teas and stuff, trying to take care of her, and I just missed one game. But yeah, I haven't seen you in the chat for a minute, man. But it's good to see you, Pedro, my guy. He said, miss me some DTLF and hope your girl's feeling better. She is, man. She's strong. I was actually more concerned for her because she usually recovers from like the flu or whatever she had within a day or two because her immune system is strong. I'm the one that usually takes like a week or sometimes even 2 when it's really bad. But you know, it took her a little longer than expected, but she's doing good, man. Natural remedies are A1. Don't believe everything the media tells you. You need this, you need that, man. You drink some teas and you cross some eyes and you know what I'm saying, you do some things here and there, and you're gonna feel a lot better. I love how Vogel kept the starters in the fourth quarter, even when LeBron looked annoyed. You got to finish the game strong for sure. You got to finish the game strong. DTLF, do you catch any local games in the IE? Before COVID, I've been to a couple football games and basketball games, but yeah, nothing recently, my man. Nothing recently. He said, Dan, I finally made it to the live pregame Laker Nation from Yemen. It's 3:30 a.m. out here, bro. Hey, Abdel, you're truly a trooper, man. I appreciate you for tuning in at 3:30 a.m. That's some love for your boy right there. He said people get sick easily due to the weather change from hot and cold. I hate it. That's exactly what it was. That is exactly what it was. A lot of people try to tell me to get vaccinated and all this and that. I'm like, listen, man. We know how to take care of ourselves. You know, I appreciate the concern and all that good stuff, but we feel a million times better. And we're quarantining, you know, staying away from our loved ones and friends and family stuff. So, yes, sir. He said, yeah, AD got to boss up more and be consistent. Your thoughts, DTLF? I've noticed the last couple of games he hasn't been able to have a monster game when he should, especially when going up against the smaller competition. Again, the last game, what I realized, I have a coach's mentality, so I tend to pick on our weaknesses rather than our strengths. Now, I'm happy with the dub, but I always try to see what we could have did better to execute. And I'll say that the Lakers got out rebounded again. So that's probably where I'm most disappointed in this season. We've been getting out rebounded by our opponents on a nightly basis. Like we ended up with a total of 43 rebounds to their 55. That's not acceptable. We're bigger than them, so we have to out rebound them. I was happy, however, that we took care of the basketball. So, you know, that always makes me feel really happy because that's something we struggled with all season long. So you have to take the good with the bad. He said, I finally bought a Kobe jersey for 50. Is that, I'm not sure what type of currency that is. He said, I finally got a good deal. That's what's up, man. Congrats, brother. He said, THT is close to his return. Oh, I'm glad you reminded me. Yes, there were reports yesterday that THT was going to get his stitches removed yesterday and start shooting. I cannot wait to see him. You know, I cannot wait to see THT back with this lineup, and I think he will jack a bunch of players' minutes because he's ready. Have you guys been seeing his little pregame workouts with his left hand? It might be a blessing in disguise. His left hand might have gotten better. He's already ambidextrous, but man, he looked quick attacking the rim with that left. I can't wait to see him actually on the court this season. He's one of my favorite players on the Lakers because you guys know I love young talent and I'd be attached to our young talented players. You know, before Kuz left, it was Brandon Ingram I was really attached. Before that, it was D'Angelo Russell and Julius Randle and Clarkson. So he's one of the last ones of the young core that we drafted along with HBK, who we can continue to build forward with. So I'm very hyped for him. Hey, my boy's keeping track. He said 16K subs on the way. Yes, sir. Couldn't have done it without you guys, man. Thank you so much. We're less than 100 away from 16K. So that's dope. Remember, my goal is I want Kobe, man. I want Kobe by the end of the season. I want 24K. If I do that, if we get to 24K, I'm definitely dropping a sick-ass Lakers anthem you guys can bump. Trust me. Put my heart in. So did I say TAC? My bad. See, I'm still on meds. No, THT. My bad. THC. But yeah, if we get to 24K by next summer, I'm dropping the sick Lakers anthem that y'all gonna be really proud of, man. I'm looking forward to it. He said, DTLF, should LeBron take the back seat and conserve his energy in the first half of the season? We still need him to be a game manager out there, especially late in games. He just knows how to put everybody in their spots and when to take over and whatnot. However, he has taken somewhat of a little bit of a back seat because he's allowing Russ and other guys to do their thing, especially Carmelo Anthony. That really helps and prolongs his career here in the end, man. So I can't wait for that. I can't wait to see THC get back for reals. Then are we having the same lineup? I assume. I mean, we've held our opponent to the lowest scoring mark of the year. So I would definitely run with the same lineup. I'd be puzzled if he went back to a different lineup. Did you see the Lakers City edition? Looks clean. I did see it, Jose. A lot of people aren't happy about the shorts. I get it. I can see why, because the little outlining is a little different color. But overall, I like it, man. I always like the City edition jerseys every year, man. And yeah, I did see him. Thanks for the donation, brother. Appreciate you. He said, Dan, the shirt is fire. Thanks, brother. Yes, sir. Dia de los Lakers. Check it out. Bam. What is the lineup for the Lakers? It's going to be the same. It's going to be Russell Westbrook. It's going to be Kent Bazemore, Avery Bradley, LeBron, and AD. So that's a lineup I've been kind of calling for, and it hasn't been the exact one. I prefer Austin Reeves over Kent Bazemore for offensive purposes, but overall, I'm happy as long as it works, and I think this is so much better. Are my rap songs on this channel? Yes, they are, man. Type in DTLF rap and you'll hear my tracks. I dropped a little a Lakers mix called Vets in the Game featuring my boy Lonnie, man. So check that out for sure if y'all haven't heard it yet. It was a mix at the beginning of the season. Yeah, man, I'm still doing the music thing, man. This room you guys see is actually my studio room. You can't really see it, but I got a professional mic right here. I got a nice professional mic that I was blessed enough to get. I got the JBL speaker. So this is my studio, man. I'm on the MacBook Pro right now. Dan, AD has to play better for sure, but we all can get better. I don't want to pinpoint him precisely because everybody can improve. But yes, we need Anthony Davis to get big and to play big. I'm talking 25 plus points per game with like at least 10 rebounds. The other night he only had like 4 and 2 to 3 blocks a game at least for sure because he's capable of that. It's just sometimes he be slumping, and that's what drives, I think, Laker fans crazy because we know what he's capable of moving forward, right? Carmelo Anthony, 6th man of the year. He definitely has my vote. And earlier in the season, I saw him working out, and he looked so poised. His jumper looked so wet. I was like, yeah, Melo's going to, with the cornrows and everything, he's going to bring back Denver Nuggets Melo. And I was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it because let me tell you something. LA is one of these places where if you're a Hall of Famer or a big-time player or somebody who shows up, you're going to shine in LA because the crowd is going to get behind you. They know who you are, and they, what I'm saying, Melo is that guy. That's why I call him home court Melo because he's so far every game here at home has been phenomenal. So, what I'm saying? If he could just take that show on the road, he'd be part of our big 3. He would become the big 4. So that's really dangerous. And we got this guy on veterans minimum. And think about this. This is somebody who was almost out of the league a couple of seasons ago because people were blackballing him. They didn't want to give him a shot, saying he was too selfish and he had too much of an ego. And I'm just like, wow, like I can't believe it. This much talent was out there. I wonder how much more talent is out there now that people are misutilizing or not trying to give an opportunity to DeMarcus Cousins. You know what I'm saying? So I want these guys to continue to embrace Carmelo as an option and him to continue to grow with the team because, wow, he looks rejuvenated. And like I said, Los Angeles is a place where you're either going to sink or you're going to swim. And when you swim, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. And Carmelo's swimming right now. He's swimming with the sharks out here, man. He's a shark himself. He said, somebody asked me, oh, there you go. He said, meanwhile, the Rams, Miller and Djax is out. That's tough. But, man, I can't wait to see that whole team, take the football field, man. My Rams added Von Miller, guys. I'm just like, wow. Like, we are already one of the more dominant defenses. Now they can't double team both Aaron Donald or Von Miller. Think about that. Think about that. They can't double team either. You got to have two beasts coming at you. People are saying, oh, well, Von Miller's out of his prime, blah, blah, blah. You plug him into our defensive schemes, he's going to be just like Carmelo Anthony, rejuvenated, man. And I expect them to have a championship type of impact. I'm looking forward to it, guys. And how about my boy Cooper Kupp? I've been raving about him for years, but yeah, he looks like one of the best wide receivers, if not the best out there, especially route running. Shout out to the Rams, though, man. They're taking care of business. Love my Rams. Very excited for the acquisition. Just like the Lakers. Lakers made big acquisitions this offseason. You're starting to see them pay off. Same thing with the Rams, man. But the Rams went all in, giving up 2 more draft picks, but rightfully so. He said Braves and Astros. Who do you got tonight? You know what? The Atlanta Braves knocked us out, so they deserve to win. They knocked out the best, so now they got to be the best. I definitely don't like the Astros, man. Screw them. How about them Cowboys? Cowboys look good. I'm not gonna lie, but you know those Cowboys, man. And thanks for the donation, Indo. Love you, bro. But I gotta tell you this, man. From you gotta hear it from a friend, because I'm the type of friend that tells you the truth, doesn't suck up to you. I'm not that type of friend. The Cowboys always choke in the end, man. How is this year gonna be any different? I hope I'm wrong for you, for your sake. But I don't know, man. The Cowboys be choking a lot, bro. I really don't trust them. They're like cursed or something. I don't know. Maybe Skip Bayless being a fan of you or something, bringing you back bad juju and karma. But yeah, I don't know. I don't believe in the Cowboys till I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. He says, screw the Astros, rob the Dodgers of a championship. Exactly, Max. Exactly. But I'll say this about the Cowboys. This year feels a little bit different. They look a lot better, man. You guys are doing some things out there, man. So, I can't even cap. Normally I'm making fun of the Cowboys around this time of the year because of Skip Bayless and I'm, firing back. But this year I can't even do that. Y'all look phenomenal. So he said, DTLF, I'm a Broncos fan. You guys are going to love Vaughn. Hope he gets another ring. Appreciate you, Carlos, man. That's major class on your part. I already loved him since he was on the Broncos, man. I'll never forget what he did during your guys' Super Bowl run. So, wow, like he was legendary, man. And so I look forward to it. Yes, he's a little bit older, but hey, he's going to be rejuvenated. Them palm trees just have a different type of breeze that comes with being a Ram. Like the number one team in LA is the Rams, baby, just like the Lakers. So I look forward to it, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. We're about to enter the second part of the NFL season, and in the back end, with the playoffs and all that, it's going to be a blast. I'm a fan of the 49ers. The 49ers are nice as well. I mean, we're in the same division, but you guys are pretty much living up to the hype for right now. So there's a couple of us there, man. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun in the end. We'll see who prevails. Carmelo Anthony's looking like the 6th man of the year. Now it's early, Steven. Don't get it twisted. I don't think I'll be shocked if he sustains this high shooting percentage throughout the season. Like, I think his numbers will go down a little bit. But, man, as long as he stays around 40%, right now he's shooting 52% from the beyond the arc. He's averaging 16.7. As long as he can keep it to around 13 to 14, I'm happy. Right now he's overachieving, man. He is excelling. But the thing I like best is we're giving him the green light. That's what you got to do with Melo. I don't think he's had the green light over the last couple of years. I don't even think he had the green light in Portland, to be honest with you, because they got plenty of scorers there. But it's a different situation here with the Lakers. Here with the Lakers, since we're a little bit of an older team, we have to do it by committee. That means if you got it going, you got it going. We're going to ride the hot hand. We don't need to put more pressure on LeBron or AD before the playoffs come. You know what I'm saying? We need them healthy, and that's the number one thing. So having guys like Melo and Russell Westbrook have big games that help us win games, and we're getting wins because of them, that's a huge luxury that the Lakers didn't have last season at all. If it wasn't AD and LeBron, it was hard for anybody else to step up. Once in a while, Kuzma will step up, have a big game. But in general, it was hard to get that consistent production from another option. So we got to continue to ride this streak while it lasts. I expect Melo to have another great game. I got him on my fantasy roster tonight. He said, Dan, glad to see you back tonight. Cowboys fan too. Lakers first. He said, Cowboys, Alabama, Roll Tide next. Oh, hey, Katrina, it's all love, man. It's all love. I got a lot of friends that are Cowboy fans, to be honest with you. I really, there's only one fan base I dislike, and that's, well, not the fan base, but the team, that's the Boston Patriots. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I roll. And nobody else has done anything to me. As a Rams fan, you got to understand, I always liked the Rams from afar, but I didn't have a team. Once we got the Rams here in LA, I knew that was going to be my team. I loved the talent they had. I didn't love the coach, but once we got rid of Jeff Fisher, now we got Sean McVay, the real deal. You know what I'm saying? This was always going to be my team, and I adopted this team immediately. As soon as they landed here in LA, I bought my jersey. I was like, yep, this is going to, I don't care if the Raiders come. I don't care if the 49ers or anybody else came, the Chargers. I was like, this is my team. That's what LA does. I feel like we, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we gravitate towards whatever comes here first. We're very loyal, you know? So very excited, guys. Very excited. And yes, thanks, man. I appreciate it, William Scott. Very excited for Von Miller as well. Imagine trying to double team all year. My boy Aaron Donald was getting double team. Good luck with that now. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Von. I don't think he's ever had that type of freedom at his position to just to pursue the ball like that. It's going to be crazy. I'm looking forward to it. He said, Dan, you see Melo play defense in the previous game, and how do you think DJ played in the previous game? I didn't think DJ was bad off the bench, but I still would prefer to give those minutes to other guys when other guys come back. And I did see the way Carmelo Anthony was playing defense. But the thing is, Carmelo is an offensive weapon, and when he has it going on the offensive end, it motivates him for the defensive end. And now you're getting a jack of all trades, Melo. He's a willing defender. I said this when we acquired him. He's not a great defender, but he has the size, and if he wants, he might get a block or two, man. He might get a steal. He has quick hands. He's just a veterans, man. He's just a veterans player, and he's a Hall of Famer. He's a pro. He's doing exactly. He's fitting in with the Lakers like he was born to be a Laker, and those are the type of players I love. They're prime time players. You know he's going to hit big shots, especially come playoff time. Looking forward to it. He said the Rams are the Clippers of the NFL. No, they're not. No, you're talking about the Chargers. The Chargers are the Clippers of the NFL. The Rams are the Rams. They have a history here in LA, and they got here first. So you watch your words, Chapito. I know you'd be trying to talk smack. What are you, a Raiders fan, huh? Right? Paris, France in the house. What's up? Exactly. And they're another former San Diego team. The Chargers are for sure the Clippers of LA. Yeah, Laker fans are definitely everywhere, Seth. You got to love it, man. The love is real, man. I feel it. I feel the love. All you guys checked in on me, man. DM me. Send me messages here on YouTube when I was feeling down, man. You guys are the best, man. Thank you guys for real. I felt the love, man. My girl felt the love too, so I appreciate it. Raiders Nation, exactly. You're spoken like a real rebel over here, man. A real pirate. Raiders, I see y'all, man. And my boy said LA Raiders for life. Now they're from Las Vegas, man. I think you meant to say LV Raiders. We got some Raider fans in here, man. You guys are tough. Melo for 6th man of the year. I am definitely with it. I hope he sustains his play and even elevates from it. The key thing is health, man. The beautiful thing about Melo is that he's one of these players that is always available. He rarely gets injured. And I love that. At least from what I remember. As a Broncos fan, I'm happy for Von, and I'm rooting for y'all to get the chip this season. That's what's up, man. That means a lot, man. Shout out to the Broncos fans. By the way, when y'all was at the Super Bowl, I was rooting for y'all as well, man. So, love it. Love it. He said LeBron James needs to stay more consistent on the 3-ball. He has been like 1 for 16 from beyond the arc, but you know what? LeBron James at his age, you're going to get some of that inconsistency. But what I think it is the injury threw off his rhythm, because when the season started, he was shooting lights out. Remember? I was even talking about MVP season, and I still believe he can have that type of season. But, when the season started, he couldn't miss. And then after the injury, he came back a little cold the last couple games. That's all right. LeBron James does everything else great, that if his shooting isn't going, he's going to get you the assists, the rebounds, the defense, the effort, the high IQ. So we can give him a pass on any sort of shooting. But if anything, I will say if his shot is off, then we can maybe ride the hot hand. Hopefully it's Melo or AD or Russ, whoever that is. I never worry about LeBron. He always does the right thing. He said, Dan, my man, why are you so early? Laker game starts in 1 hour and 30 minutes. Because I was feeling up to it right now, man, energy-wise. I don't want to feel weak like I did yesterday. I was going to do a recap video for Sunday's game I missed yesterday, but I started feeling weak. And so I was like, nah, man, let's avoid it. I got energy right now. I feel good. All my electrolytes in me, man, I'm feeling great. So I had to do it early before I start feeling bad again later. But regardless, I'll be here for post game as well. You know, when I'm back for good, baby. Dan, so far, do you think Kuz played better than Schroeder? I haven't been paying attention to Shooter, by the way. And I don't care because I dislike him. He's a little gremlin, and he fits in perfectly with that team, that green, booger green Boston Celtic team. He's a gremlin on a booger green team. But as far as Kuzma, I've been really impressed. And the thing is, I always said it, like he's gonna do just fine when he gets on a team where he doesn't have the same pressure and they give him the green light. Let's be honest, the Lakers only gave him the green light whenever AD and or LeBron were injured, right? And that's why his career took a little bit of a back seat. Now you got to put yourself in his position. If you were trending upwards, they were even we were comparing him to Jason Tatum his rookie season. He would outplay him. Remember that. And then all of a sudden we acquired superstars and he took the back seat. Of course, he's going to be a little bit disgruntled when they trade him. Of course, because he's going to be like, I sacrificed and now I was traded. But that's okay. Sometimes this is what's best for both. I was over all of the slander and defending Kuz from low IQ fans that thought he was trash. And now they can see that he's not trash. He was just being a little misutilized and he fits in better with the Washington Wizards. There, he's rebounding, he's defending extremely well, and he's scoring the basketball. So it's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, man. Los Angeles is not for everybody. And even if it is for you, you got to buy into your role, which is what Carmelo Anthony is doing. And he's a better fit for us now. The Tress called Dennis trash. KCB blocked Dennis too. They didn't like him. Dennis Schroeder was bad for chemistry. If you guys couldn't tell, like a lot of people didn't like him in their locker room. Now, none of this came forward till the season ended because that's the type of team we are, which is why I was disappointed with the whole little altercation between Dwight and AD to start the season. However, I'll say this. It looks like they've turned the page quite nicely since then. So, we can forget about that. And that's a good thing. It could have went one way or the other, and I'm glad it went the right way. Hey, what up, Raquel? Good to see you. She said, great points, Dan. I appreciate that. Now, I'll say this. Los Angeles is a very special city, but it comes with a ton of pressure. That's why most of the time you'll see veterans and Hall of Famers thrive way more than role players and up-and-comers, because what happens is Carmelo Anthony's been under pressure situations. He balled out in New York, one of the biggest pressure situations cities, right? And he's a Hall of Famer in the making. So obviously, he's going to thrive here. The limelight isn't going to, rattle him. On the other hand, you have younger players trying to find their identity. They might get a little rattled when the fans start getting antsy and calling them names like Amber Rose and stuff. It's not going to, blow over well for them, because if they can't bounce back due to the fact that the coach didn't give them the minutes or they didn't get the role they wanted, now the fans are going to, you're getting it from both sides. From the coaching side, you're not getting the opportunity you want, and from the fans. So it's double negatives right there. So I am happy for the kid, man. I definitely am. And people hate it when I give him praise for some reason. I mean, I've had Laker fans, right? Some guy named Laker Daryl, who to me is the equivalent of Clipper Daryl, coming at me so disrespectfully, calling me fool and stuff. I'm like, listen, because I shouted out Kuzma and said, I told you he would ball out. They were calling me names. And it's like, you expose yourself as a hater if that bothers you. That shouldn't bother you. He told me Lakers in 4. And I'm like, this has nothing to do with the Lakers. Obviously, I'm a diehard Laker fan and it's Lakers first. But I can't be, happy for another basketball player from another team that's not our rival. Like, come on now. Some people just need to have common sense. Yo, Dan, is Wayne Ellington playing tonight? You know what? We don't have the final update yet, but from what I heard, he's been upgraded to probable. So you just never know. He could play or maybe not. He's going to be a game time decision. But I am curious when these guys start trickling back into the lineup, how, you know what I'm saying? How are they? Come on, man. Like how? How are we going to figure out the rotations? Like, I'm very curious to see who's going to take a back seat. You know what I'm saying? He said, seeing the Clippers back where they belong. Yes, that makes me very happy. Very happy. Hey, Dan, I've seen that backpedaling skills in Fortnite. Let's go Lakers. Bro, I play it casually, all right? Whenever I get free time. I'm not like a hardcore gamer. I don't have that kind of time. But when I do play, I do not build. It takes too long. So, I really couldn't get the hang of building like that, because I guess you got to put hours into it and I don't have the time. So, yeah, that's how I play. I shoot, and I'm good at shooting. So I win a lot. And people, I mean, call it backpedaling, call it whatever. But hey, I'd rather that than become a tryhard Bob the Builder type. Hey, she said, every time I give Kuz credit, I face the same thing. Why is that, Raquel? And thank you so much for the donation. But why is that we get hated on for our basketball knowledge? It's like, and this is the beautiful thing about me and you, Raquel. I feel like me and you are the type of fans that we go against the current. We're not trying to fit in with these crowds and these people's opinions, right? These people, they love basically riding each other's coattails till there's no tomorrow. Like that bothers me because it's like, can you have a mind of your own? I hear a lot of fans echoing sentiments of what ESPN says or Fox, but it's like when I say something original or you say something original, we got to get hated on it for it, right? But you know we're right, Raquel, because we've been rocking with Kuzma for the longest. I mean, his mom follows me for a reason because I'm a truth teller, right? I'm a real one, just like you. So we're gonna get the hate, and it comes with the territory. The more success you get, the more hate you get. But one thing we will not be is we will not be quieted down. I'm gonna speak up on it. Like I thought what's his name? Laker Darrell, whatever his name. I thought he was cool. I even watched a couple of his little podcasts with Big Baby Jonathan, who I'm really cool with. And then he came at me wrong, so I was just like, you know what, I'm blocking this fool because I don't need the negative energy, and that's that, you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, look, I'm very proud of Kuz, especially because he's one of the ones that got the most hate from the casuals. I'm extremely proud of obviously Caruso, Lonzo Ball, Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle is probably the one you know, he's up there with me as far as me being proud. Julius Randle and Kuz, I'm very proud of those two. They're very hard on Julius Randle as well. I mean, even I was hard on him, to be honest with you, but I always believed in the kid. I used to call him a mixture of like KG and Lamar, and I think that comparison is pretty dope. He's not all the way KG and he's not all the way Lamar, but he's somewhere in between, right? He's like a more mobile, more versatile Zach Randolph. And I got to say, I'm very proud of these kids, and there's nothing wrong with that. See, insecure Laker fans, and I wouldn't even call them Laker fans. I'll just say insecure people feel like you're attacking them because they were wrong on the subject, right? But it's not an attack at all. What it is just, you know, preaching facts. You have to state the facts. When I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong. And I already said it on this channel. Avery Bradley has been a bigger acquisition thus far than I initially thought he would be, right? So I was wrong about that. When we acquired him, I was like, I don't know how it's going to fit. I'm like, meh, right? And it's okay to say you were wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. And that's what I think is wrong with people. They're afraid to be wrong. And they're so afraid that they rather attack somebody who's right just to protect their image. And it's like, it's not that serious. Twitter is just a social media network. We all live real life, you know, and it's not high school, man. It's not that serious. But hey, they want to come for us. You know, I got your back. You got mine. Laker Nation got my back as well. And Raquel's back, man. We're going to be just fine. My boy, Angry Lakers fan, appreciate you, my boy. He said, get them likes up, man. I appreciate you so much, man. This is another day one right here who also works very hard on Laker content, just like Raquel, man. Y'all need to show them some light, some love, and go over there and sub to them as well. Any last questions before I get off, though, guys? I'd love to sit here and talk, but I got to go get ready for this game. But I could, y'all know I'm a chatterbox. So I could sit here for hours talking to you guys. Harrison Fegan, Frank Vogel says that he has not been hard to talk to centers about going small at start of games and indicated that the starting group will not be permanent. So that's what I figured. See, I figured Frank Vogel would try to, like, depending on the matchups, right? So I agree with it. Like, it's okay to go big sometimes, but I'm not sure about DeAndre. Like, I'm a little bit past him. Now, if we're going to go big, I'd say go ahead with Dwight or try to acquire another big because, yeah, I don't think DJ's going to cut it no more at all. Star player tonight. We needed to keep being Carmelo Anthony. I'm having a blast watching him go off and turn back the clock. Him, LeBron turning back the clock. It's a beautiful thing to watch. You know, and we're blessed, man. Laker fan, we are spoiled. We get Hall of Famers come through here like it's nothing. And, you know, people are shocked that Carmelo's doing this good. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't be shocked. These are primetime players coming to a primetime franchise. This is a match made in heaven. This is where it's at. Keep grinding, Dan. I appreciate you, Kevin. LeBron needs to stop the ISO threes. He's too good to settle. We can't tell LeBron how to play, man. He is the best star in the game still today, in my opinion. and we just got to live with whatever he comes up with, because he's going to be phenomenal at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be just fine, man. I wouldn't go off and say he needs to stop doing this or that. Let LeBron be the king that he is, man. King James. Hey, what up, Laker Nation for life? What's up, sis? She said, what's up, little bro? How you doing? For sure, we enjoy our prior Lakers thrive. He said, proves our scouting team's game strong. We just on a different timelines, and that's okay. Absolutely, Jose. Thank you. That's a mature, educated NBA, not just a Laker fan, but an NBA fan right there. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with showing love to an ex-Laker, unless he plays for the Clippers or the Celtics. Nah, I won't say that. You know, even they deserve love, to be honest with you, but I'm not doing it. I'm too prideful for that. Raquel says starters are Westbrook, Bradley, Bazemore, LeBron, and Davis. Yes, so just like we thought, it's gonna be the same starting lineup. I'm glad. I want to see this starting lineup continue to thrive. Now, y'all know how I feel about Austin Reeves, and I wish he made the starting lineup, but him having that rookie status on him, probably he won't see the starting lineup. But as long as he keeps getting minutes, I'm very happy about that. Now, keys to tonight's game: continue to take care of the basketball. Last game we only had 12 turnovers. Perfect. That's what we wanted. I always say below 15 and I'm happy. 12 is excellent. Okay. That means we averaged 3 turnovers a quarter. I'm happy with that. That's really good. That's taking care of the basketball. Number 2, we have to continue to feed the beast inside AD. Yes, I know he's been struggling, but he's still our most skilled player in the paint as far as with his back to the basket. Well, I mean, it's debatable. You can go LeBron there too, but I mean, with his size combination, lankiness, and soft touch, we have to play through him. In my opinion, Christian Wood is a decent player, but there's no way he should be able to lock him up. So let's keep playing through that. And point number 3, as far as the Lakers go, is Russell Westbrook, man. Very impressed. Only 2 turnovers. If he can repeat that, we should be straight. And I would love to see the Lakers finish this team off, decapitate them, and don't take your foot off the gas, okay? Because that's a bad habit we need to get rid of early in the season before it comes back to bite us and we lose games like we did to the Thunder later on down the stretch. So those are my keys to the game tonight. Let's see if they can execute. Keep feeding AD, Carmelo, whoever's hot. Let's just win this game tonight. The Wrong Jogger, I like that name, by the way. He said, love you, bro. This is real pregame show for us Laker fans. Thank you so much, man. I'm humbled by all the love and support you guys show, man. Thanks for everybody who donated. I'm about to get off right now, but I just want to say I truly appreciate y'all, man. It means a lot when y'all check in on me and on my girl when we sick, man. It shows true love, man. So thank you guys. Enjoy the game. Let's go Lakers, Rockets, man. I'll see you guys right here for the post game if God willing. And let's get this dub, baby. All right, man. Y'all have a good rest of your evening. Peace out.